Moritz from Endorphins. Hi, how's your Superbooth going so far?
Yeah, well, I still have a voice, so let's try to get this done quickly.
Let's fix that. Show us what you're working on.
I tried to talk not too much. The new thing is the Blck Noir, which is a 7-voice drum machine or drum module. It's not a drum machine as there is no sequencer inside. Aesthetic-wise, it's based on the idea of a Roland CR78 with 7 voices, bass drum, snare, metal bar, closed hi-hat, open hi-hat, cymbal, and tambourine. We have, for all of these, volume knobs, separate outputs, effect send knobs, a few parameters just like the tail of bass drum, tail of snare drum, decimation for the noise, like for the digital noise, a filter for the noise. This section is altering all sounds that are incorporating noise. So you always have, while twiddling knobs, a drum kit that is homogenic in itself. So it's a very self-contained thing that always fits to each other. So you're not twiddling single sounds, you're always altering the whole kit. You can tune the kick drum, tune the snare drum body. Everything is built discrete without op amps, and all the noisy parts are done with inductor coils.
So it's all analog. We're not talking about samples or anything like that.
No. It's analog sound generation except for the noise source and the effects section, which is basically exactly the same like on the Grand Terminal top right here. This is for people who know the Grand Terminal. They know there are 8 digital effects inside, and we have the same thing implemented in the drum machine.
Oh, very nice.
As soon as you pull out a sound here, this sound gets subtracted from the bus and from the effects. So you can mangle it outside and then feed it back in at the auxiliary input. So you can return it back here if you wish, or just use the auxiliary input for any other sound source that you want to effect.
Does it have a master out so you can mix all the drum sounds together?
Master out is here, right stereo, and this is mono.
Great, okay.
So we are going out in stereo. The trigger buttons are triggering if nothing is plugged. As soon as the plug is inside, it's an instant mute.
Got it.
There is no natching, so you just hold it down and visit muted, and you release and it's on again. But let's not talk too much. Let's dive in at the deep side and see what's going on.
Yeah.
I will start up with the kick drum, as I guess this is the most interesting part. I hope we still hear something.
It's very loud in here, but
it is already very loud, and the levels are already cranked up. But at the moment we're syncing, or trying to set up a sync for all the booths so we don't get on each other's nerves. So this is the kick drum basically. I press it, it's muted. I won't send it to the effects because it doesn't make sense in this kind of surroundings. So let me start with the snare sound. We're not hearing too much from the snare because of it's fully pulled down. I'm bringing up the noise in the snare. See, there's quite some tail. I will shorten the tail of the bass drum. Okay, that's good. Make it a bit more snappy here. Okay, I like that. Let's add some metal bar. And for the metal bar part, I will bring up some more of the metalish stuff. I will now mute bass drum and snare drum and show you some of the parameters we can change with the noise. So you hear it gets very, how to say, gnarly and gritty. So that's very more or less modern sounding thing. So let's give it some more boost.
Wow, this thing is a techno dance kit in a box.
In a way. Bringing it back in, then I can filter it a bit. May get a little loud here as I'm turning off the resonance.
Sure.
Okay, and back in again. Now I'm changing the sound of the noise itself, which becomes more metal then.
Wow.
Let's bring in some effects. Yeah, okay, well,
It sounds great.
thank you very much.
And I see that it's in a tabletop format. Can you also use it in a Eurorack format? Does it fit?
Actually, it is a Eurorack module.
Got it.
In a very small case, together with a power supply and a MIDI to CV converter, which we put up as a setup for the show like this.
I see.
So basically, it's this module.
I see.
Yeah, comes as a module without power supply and without a casing, so you can put it into your rack directly. We just felt that as this is also our personal product, is the shuttle control. It's a 16 output, freely assignable MIDI to CV converter, works with computer, iPad, or any class compliant MIDI device. So you have a web editor and can freely configure everything that is output here, and it also generates like LFOs, blocks, and yeah, you name it. It's even doing envelopes if you're putting in a note and it develops an envelope out of it.
Wow, so you're comfortable doing both analog and digital hardware development?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, take the best of all worlds, right?
That's great.
It's why
not? Moritz, how much has this drum device, has it been released yet?
It is in the final fixing position, so we're on schedule and we're trying to release it within July.
Okay, July of 2018.
That's hopefully correct.
Of course.
And the price tag will be around about 500 to 600 euros.
500 to 600
This is
euros.
the estimation at the moment. Yeah.
Where are some retailers where people will be able to listen to it and play with it? And
retailers in the US are Perfect Circuit,
in Burbank,
Midwest Modular, Vintage King. Oh man, I forget a few, I guess, and they will hate me for that. But you just look up over the US, there are a lot. Just go onto our website. We have every retailer in the world listed on our website.
And what's the address of your website?
The address of the website is endorphin.es.
ES for España.
Exactly.
Understood. Well, Moritz, I want to thank you very much.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.
It was a pleasure.
Pleasure.
I hope you have a good. I hope you have a good show.
Thank you very much. Same to you. Enjoy your workshop.